This farm has been running for 24 hours and has produced me over 34,800 gold blocks. That means in the time it takes you to watch this video, I will have generated roughly 11 more stacks of gold blocks. So why did I make this farm? And how did I make this farm? Well, stick around to find out, because today we're building this absolutely overpowered gold farm so that I never run out of gold again. And guys, we're trying to get to 25k subs by the end of the year, so if you're one of the 91% that's not subscribed, hit that subscribe button to help us reach our goal. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hardcore series. Are you serious? I am super excited for this one because I'm finally solving a problem that I've literally had in this world since day one. Now, you guys are constantly commenting, oh, Shinjiro, your food source sucks. Oh, you need better food. You need golden carrots. Yeah, guys, I know, okay? I've been dealing with this for literally 7 episodes now, but today that's all going to change as I'll finally be getting the beloved golden carrots. So yeah, guys, we have a couple of things to do this episode, so grab your snacks. This one's going to be a good one. I mean, let's pop a totem and then get straight to work on this. Alright, so I'm going to build this insane farm designed by Potato Noir. It's super efficient and it's not super difficult to build either. The main thing we're going to need is a ton of magma blocks, since that's the optimal block for the zombie pigmen to spawn on. So I mean, as always, let's just get to clearing some shulker box space, as we're going to need a decent amount of space here. And you know what? I reckon we can start by clearing out this shulker box by supplying our tree farm with this bone meal. Bro, it is so good having 3 powered rockets. Alright, let's quickly fill these chests up here with bone meal, and then we can move on to getting our magma blocks. That's a lot of bone meal. Alrighty, guys, I think we're pretty stacked up on bone meal. Yeah, man, I don't think we'll need to restock this for a while. Yes, guys. All right, so I'm taking a look now, and it says we need 8,452 magma blocks, which, if my calculations are correct, is 4 shulker boxes, 24 stacks, and 4 blocks. So right after I clear this shulker box here out, we're going to head to the nether, and we might be there for a while. All right, this shulker box is cleared out. Now it's time to basically spend my entire life in the nether. I'm so excited. I feel bad for the biome that's about to have its entire magma block supply stolen, but hey man, it's all in the name of golden carrots. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, I reckon if we just land ourselves here and then find a spot in the wall to just dig down into, we should run into magma blocks eventually, right? Would you look at that? All right, guys, well, I'll see you in approximately like 15 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna be 70 years old by the time I finish this. Alright guys, that's 1 shulker box down. Got 3 more to go. Alrighty, that's shulker box number 2, halfway there. What the hell? Did I just drill my way to a bastion? That's kind of crazy, man. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take that, and I'll take these, and I'll take these. Don't mind me, guys. You never saw anything. Alrighty, that's another one full. Making good progress here. Alright guys, we're burning just a little bit, but I think we have enough magma blocks here. I'm gonna go up to the surface, repair my pickaxes, and check if we have enough. All right, we made it back to the base. Let's do a quick checkup and see how much we have. And hopefully we don't need to go back there. Wait a sec. Oh my God, I only filled up 3. I needed to fill up 4. Ah. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, so I'm 72 years old now, but the good news is we have all the magma blocks we need for the build, which means we can finally move on to the next material, which is 3,437 black stained glass. Alrighty guys, so considering that we need so much glass and these are the furnaces we have available at the moment, I'm going to work on building up a super smelter real quick. And after I do that, I'm going to drop these materials off at the build site just because I don't want to have to keep making shulker boxes to store all the materials. I'd rather just use these 5 here to collect them and then drop them off at the build site. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to drop them off first and then build the super smelter. Okie dokie, so I'm pretty sure we need to build this in a nether wastes biome. All right, I think this area here is far enough away from all the other portals we have and close enough to get to and from. It's essentially this little patch here of nether wastes. So I'm going to put myself right down in the middle of this area here, and I think we should be good to go. All right, we've cleared up enough space. Let's go get some sand. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to head over to this desert here that we visited in episode 5, I believe. And once I collect up enough sand for the glass we need, I'll come back, build a super smelter, and we should be sweet to go. Guys, these 3 powered rockets are feeling so... What the... Okay, I don't remember doing that. But anyways, as I was saying, these 3 powered rockets are feeling so nice. I got here in so much less time than I would have with the normal rockets. What the f... Nah, are you actually serious? How did that just happen? Just my luck. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say after that. Why do the randomest things always happen to me? Crazy. All right. I guess we just demolished this entire desert. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll... Oh, what's up, buddy? Wow, I get so distracted so easily. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I've dug up this sand. I can't see. The sand is so blinding. This desert is missing a fat chunk of land, but on the bright side, we have all of the sand we need, which means we can head back home and start building our super smelter. You can barely notice the difference. Alrighty, let's head back. Hopefully I don't get ambushed by a creeper this time. Okay, no creepers. That's a good sign. I'm going to put this on just in case there's a creeper lurking for me on the other side. Okay. I'll never be able to go through a portal the same way ever again. I'm scarred from that. Oh yeah, we made it back, baby. Fun fact, I don't think I've ever actually built a super smelter ever in a hardcore world or in any survival world in general, I don't think. And guys, I'm going to go with this crazy efficient super smelter shown on screen now. It's crazy for a few reasons in which I'll discuss when I actually build the farm, but basically it's designed to link up to the mob farm we built last episode to run coherently as one unit. It's super cool. You guys will see how it works in a second. For now, we need to collect up the materials for it though. Looks like we have all the smooth stone we need there from previously smelting. We also need 52 rails. This smelter is a 32 furnace smelter, so we're going to have to craft some of those up too. Okay, we also need 10 powered rails. Unfortunately, this is all the gold I have at the moment, and we only have 3 powered rails, so I'm going to have to manually mine for some gold. I mean, the good news is we won't have this problem after today, but for now, I'm going to head to the trusty cave and find myself some gold. I think we found some. Hey, stop fighting. Guys, be nice to each other. Hey, don't shoot me. Guys, violence is not the answer. Violence is not the answer, my friend. Okay. Whoa, this is a throwback. If you guys remember this spot, you're a real OG. Anyways, let's stay on track here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right, guys, honestly, I think 31 is going to be enough. We only need 10 powered rails and we already have 3 at home. So I'm just going to head back home, sweet home. All right, let's get this smelting up and we should have our glass smelted up actually. Yep, there we go. 46 glass, super easy. There we go. What is that noise? I hear something around my house. And from my experience playing this game, it's not a good thing. What do you guys want? Speak up, someone. All right, whatever. Don't ever distract me again. Now it looks good to me. All right, let's craft up the rest of our power rails here. All right, 10 powered rails. That should be enough. There we go. Pop the rest back here. What else do we need? All right, we're also going to need 9 redstone dust. Easy peasy. We need 7 water buckets and 6 bamboo signs. Random. I'm sure we have a bunch of water buckets from previous projects. Yep, absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy peasy. And as mentioned, we need more bamboo. So it looks like my river's going to take another hit. All right. We got about 2 stacks there. I kind of underestimate how good this river actually is for bamboo production. Anytime I need, I can come over here and I get pretty much everything I need. Anyways, let's craft these signs up. How do I actually do that? I need to make a block first, don't I? Block of bamboo planks, grab some sticks, and then I think this is how you make a bamboo sign. Perfect. Alrighty, we're going to need 5 crafters, 4 activator rails, and 3 mud. Okie dokie, let's craft up these crafters. Craft up these crafters. That's craft up these crafters, yes. What? We need a dropper for that? Ugh. Alright, we have 5 crafters. All right, you know what? I'm just going to speed through the rest of these because let's be honest, crafting isn't the most riveting part of Minecraft. Alrighty, guys, I think we've gathered all the materials except for a couple of things in which I'll grab now. If we take a look here, we just need to craft up 1 detector rail. After we've done that, all that's left is the chests and the hoppers, which I'm going to do all in one go at the tree farm. So after we craft up this detector rail, we can head over there. That is such a strange crafting recipe. All right, we have our detector rails. Let's go get all of the chest items. Excuse me, what do you think you're doing here? Yeah, go on, touch me, I dare you. Touch me. That's what you get. Okie dokie, I'm going to AFK this tree farm for a little bit to get a bunch of chests, and then I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys, I really don't know how long that was, but again, this TNT is so loud. Oh my gosh, bro, that hurts my ears every single time. Anyways, I think we should have enough wood here. Yeah, I think that's plenty. Now we just got to make some hoppers. I've done it again. How do I always forget how to craft a hopper? Such a simple recipe. All right, guys, we're looking so sweet on this materials list. Let's go back to the mob farm and I'll explain why this is such a cool super smelter. Oh, I forgot they do that. Where are you going? Get out of my room now. Oh, I swear like the most random stuff happens to me in this world. To the mob farm we go. All right, let me explain the absolute incredibleness of this super smelter. Essentially, why this is so crazy is because the super smelter takes the bones from the mob drops, turns them into bone meal, grows bamboo, crafts those bamboo into bamboo blocks, and then uses those bamboo blocks as fuel for the super smelter. So we can essentially double our productivity by AFKing the mob drops and also smelting things at the same time. Pretty crazy. I'm really excited to build this. Okay, yeah, so I think the first thing we need to do is actually shift this row of chests over by one. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh my God. No, my bones. It's okay. I don't think we'll have a shortage of them anyways. But yeah, basically need to shift them over one like this and then connect up the hoppers to the back like so. Okay, guys, we set the schematic up. I really hope we've set it up correctly because I don't want to have to tear this whole entire thing down and build it again. But yeah, I mean, let's just get to it. All right, we got our first sort of line of hoppers in here. Essentially, all the furnaces are going to sit across this, and once everything's smelted, they'll go down into the hoppers and then all the way through here to the chest. So, I mean, I guess we're saying that we can put the furnaces in. All right, all the furnaces are in. I think we need to connect hoppers through this middle section here too. And I believe the minecarts will run along these and distribute the items into the furnaces. All right, this is coming together pretty nicely. We got the main bulk of the smelting system sorted out now. I'm going to finish this section first, I think, and then move on to this little fuel crafting contraption. All right, we're getting pretty close here. So I think the only thing left to do here for this smelting section is flick these levers to power these rails. And with that done, I think this entire section here is done. All we need to do now is link it up to the crafting section. Oh, okay, guys. So basically, right, I've set this up so that this is actually offset this way by one. I had a look at the contraption. I don't think it's going to affect how it actually works, but I am a little nervous. But nevertheless, we have one more item slash block to put in place, which is this hopper minecart here. So with this here in place, this is technically done. So what I'm going to do is quickly pick up all this crap here, go up to the AFK platform, and then just cross my fingers that it works. All right, guys, leave your manifestations in the comments. Yes, it works. Alrighty, I mean, now that we've verified that it works, all I'm going to do is unload this shulker box here into the input section and then just AFK till it's done. All right. It's been quite some time, maybe 6, 7 hours, 6. Okay. Oh, what the Anyways, as I was saying, it's been a couple of hours. I'm going to switch this off now, and I'm also going to switch this off. And oh, looks like we are ready to go. Oh my, this is such a pain swimming back and forth. I'm going to quickly build a little bridge out there. Alrighty, this should make things a little bit easier. Okie dokie, let's load these up. Alright, that's one shulker box. And there's 2. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Seriously, god damn. I'm trying to do something over here and you guys are constantly attacking me. All right, I don't know where the rest of them went, but I don't really care. I feel like it's part of the lore of this series now that phantoms just absolutely love me. And I'll tell you what, I don't love them back. All right, guys, after some hardcore AFK gameplay, we have only the second item checked off the list of materials. Oh man, what have I done? All right, guys, we've made it home with our glass. We've made a home with our glass. I'm going to dye it up real quick and then check what the next material is that we need. Okie dokie. Looks like that's all the glass we have. About 2.5 shulker boxes, so we can move on to the next material. 500 trapdoors. Alright, so thankfully the creator of this farm has listed out the amount of logs that we need for all of the wood related items for this build. Absolute lifesaver, by the way. So it's listed out here that we need about 9 stacks of logs. And if I can count correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. I guess let's go craft up 500 trapdoors. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okie dokie, that's all the trapdoors we need. Oh my goodness. And I'll make the rest of the woody items. Woody items? The hell? I'll make the rest of the wood related items later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by the build site, drop off all of these items, and while I'm in the nether, get the last remaining items that I need from there, and then we shouldn't have to return until we build the actual farm. Ah! Why is there always something waiting to blow me up when I go through a portal? All right, this video has seen way too much of me mining, so I'm just going to warp through time real quick. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, I gathered about 3 stacks. Honestly, I have no idea if that's enough or not, and I'm so lazy, I can't be bothered to figure out if it's enough or not. So we're just going to go for it and see how many we can make. Let's go. We have enough. Let's go drop these materials off at the build site and then we can continue with the rest of them. All right. We've arrived at our little chest monster here. Unload all of the walls, the buttons, and the slabs. And then I'm going to whip out all the glass that we made. Perfect. All right. Now we have our 3 empty shulker boxes again. We're ready to fill them up with something new. Home sweet home. Let's get moving. I'm sure you guys are absolutely loving this episode of Shinjiru Crafts random stuff all day. So I hope you enjoy seeing an hour of my life condensed into 10 seconds. Didn't think I'd ever need to craft this many boats up in my life. So with this cactus here, the last thing we need is 7 honey blocks. So I'm going to quickly grab those and then drop these off at the build site. Oh, I think they're a little angry. Ow, 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 ow. All right, we didn't have quite enough at the home beehive, so I'm just going to steal a few from this cherry blossom biome real quick. Thank you. I'll take that. All right, we've successfully stolen a bunch of honey, so if I just craft these up literally mid-air here, we have 7 honey blocks. All right, let's head to the build site. Alrighty, that's the last shulker box unloaded, so we can finally start this build. All right, so I'm going to build it in this chunk here, I think, just because it's pretty much in the center of this nether waste biome. And of course, the farm needs to be in the nether waste biome. And to begin the farm, we need to build this portal so that it's perpendicular to the east-west line. So this is east, this is west. So the portal needs to be built this way. All right, let's light this thing up. Oh my gosh, wait, it's actually kind of beautiful here. Can you imagine a little boathouse there, a little river dock? Damn, all right. Sorry, bro. All right. Now that we've linked up the portal to the overworld side, we need to go north here and build another portal. And it needs to go right here. So we should have something like that. And then we repeat this until we have a portal on every single side. All right, should be something like that. Now we got to tear down all these temporary blocks. Okay, looking pretty sweet, looking pretty sweet. All right, now we're going to grab our torches and light these up so that nothing spawns on top of them. Should have the perfect amount of torches here. Oh, we can't forget to get rid of these. There we go. All right, now that the portal frames are in and they are completely spawn-proofed, we're going to go along the frame here of the bottom side of the portals here, so not these 2 top blocks, and then go in with trapdoors here, flip them up, and then place 2 powdered snow like this. I'm pretty sure that's to slow the fall of the pigmen so that they don't just die when they drop to the bottom. But hey, when have I ever checked what the actual purpose of something is? I just build. Anyways, we got to get a bunch more trapdoors on top of this, so once we get up here, once we get up here. Okay, smooth gameplay as always. If you guys enjoy MLG content like that, give the video a like. All right, so we gotta go here again, flip these up, here again, flip these up. 1, 2. Alrighty, with those 2 magma blocks, all we need to do is enclose this area with glass, and that is the drop chute for one side done. Now we just have to repeat it on all 3 of these portals. Okie dokie, we have our first little magma ring here. I think we need to adjust the drop chutes a little bit so that stuff doesn't fall down the wrong way. But once we've done that, then we extend out the magma blocks. All right, we've finished the little platform. I'm about to die right here, so I'm going to step off this magma. All right, with the first platform done, we just got to make some little adjustments here, and then we're going to get the pigmen in to their boats right here. All right, let's go grab ourselves some boats. All right, so this part, we've got to be pretty careful here. So basically directly under this block, we're going to place one boat here, another boat next to it. Try not to bump them. And then we put one more here. Okay. Looking a little wonky, but that's okay. Kind of wonky, but I think it's going to do. All right, now we need to fly a little bit far away so that some pigmen spawn. There we go. They're already spawning. And then we need to get them into the boats here. We need to aggro them so that they all come down to the boats. 1, 1, 2. Come on, get in your boat. All right, perfect. All right, everyone's in a boat. Now we got to add another boat, I'm pretty sure. All right, so we go to... Oh, man, this is sketchy, man. All right, I don't want to go down there just yet because there's still some pigmen that aren't in boats. So I'm going to shoot them up real quick. All right, now you can go in here with more boats. I actually need more boats. Crazy. What are you doing down here? How did I miss that? Get out of here. You're not meant to be here. All right, let's get some more boats in. Okay, I think we need to place 5 more boats to make like a 3x3 pattern. So we go one here, one here, one here, like that. Okay, and then we go around the other side very carefully here. Place one boat there, and then one boat there. Okay, and now we need to spawn the rest of them. All right, let's spawn these pigmen. Looks pretty good except for this guy. I missed. We drop down. Okay, here we go. Make sure this guy gets out of here. All right, into your boats. Come on. Spear? Oh, hell no. God damn. At the expense of one totem, we have all the pigmen in. I'm going to quickly fly away and despawn these guys. I seriously need to start being more careful in this game. All right, that's the first layer of the aggravated pigmen done. So now we need to build this section up 26 blocks and then build another platform. So let's get to work on that straight away. Boats are in place. Now we got to get our pigmen in. And when we fly back, they should be... There's no one there. All right, so once again, we got to get all of our aggro pigmen in these boats. Oh my God. Get away. Oh my God. No, there's 2 of them, bro. Why is there 2 guards? Go away. I'm trying to do something. All right, they despawned. Thank you. Bro, there's another one. I need to get rid of this guy, man. You're not meant to be in here, bro. Get out the boat. All right, we still need one more guy. That ghast is terrifying me, bro. All right, now all the pigmen are in. We can tear this platform down. I probably should have done it while I was up there. Just gonna carefully tear this down. Okay, now we get to the really sketchy part. So I gotta lock in real quick. So basically, right, what I need to do is... Hold on. Oh my God. You are absolutely kidding me. Mate, that has ruined my day completely. Genuinely. All right. Wasn't too much damage. Just my luck. Okay, now we're good. All right, as I was saying before, I gotta lock in now. This part is dangerous. Okay, this is sketchy. All right, then I gotta go in here. Then I gotta place a bunch of iron bars down and then have all the pigmen drop down onto the iron bars. All right, so I'm just gonna speed through this. I'll see you guys on the other side if I don't fall into the pigmen death trap. Okay, we had a few hiccups there. It didn't go as smoothly as I hoped it would, but we did it. All right, we've got some more iron bar work to do, but first we've got to make the pigmen spawn on this platform. Alrighty, here they come. And then I got to boat 2 of them up here. So I'm just going to grab you and grab one of you as well. Come here, bro. All right, now let's head down to this platform here. And we're going to pillar up with some temporary blocks here, which I need more temporary blocks. And we got to go inside here. All right, we're going to get another bar in here, just about here. And then we're digging out this section here. And from my understanding, the boat's going to drop down here onto this platform. So I think a 3x3 should be big enough. And we got to position the boat directly above and then drop it down onto this platform. All right, this guy's pretty much in position. He's dang close. So let's break these open and drive the boat off the edge here. Should land on the platform. Perfect. Okay, so now what we need to do is get our hitboxes up and we need to drive this guy in so that the edge of the boat is on the bar. So I can make sure I do that. Oh, this is sketchy, man. The thing is, I'm scared to hop out of this because what if I hop out of this and I just fall to my death? Surely I can block this up, no? I'm really scared to hop out of this. I got my wings on. I can fly away if anything goes wrong. All right, I think it's like that. Should be fine. Oh my god. Oh my god, what am I doing, bro? Oh, that was so scary. Wow. Okay, Jesus. Oh man. Okay, back to work. All right, I think that's good. Should be able to get rid of these. Yes, and he stays there. Okay, cool. So now we fill this hole back up and we can remove this platform too. All right, we got a similar situation here for the other guy in the boat, and we're basically going to do the same thing. Hopefully I can do this a little bit smoother than I did before. That was messed up, man. Iron bar. Let's go grab this guy. Okie dokie. So it shouldn't be touching the temporary block at all because it needs to float. Oh my god. Okay, that's good, I think. Okay, and now I need to get out. Oh, I'm so scared. Please, I should just land on the blocks. Oh, I hate that. Why? I hate that so much. Let's remove these. Block this up. Get rid of this. Get rid of these. And you know what? The next step is actually to take a break because my heart might explode at this rate. So yeah, quick snack break and then we continue, baby. All right, boys and girls, I am back from my break. I've de-stressed a little bit and I'm ready to continue. The next part of the phase is basically building every single spawning platform out, which might take a little while. So let's just grab these magma blocks out and get to work on extending out these platforms. All right, guys, I'd say we are about halfway through now. The good news is these platforms kind of get skinnier as they go up to the top. So it's going to take less and less time to do each platform. But yeah, overall, it's going pretty well. All right, so the final spawning platform is in place. So now we can move on to the spawn proofing. So I'm going to go in and disperse black stained glass to stop ghasts and magma cube spawning. Once we've done that, we can get the sacred llama into this farm. All right, so we got all the glass in. I did this in probably the stupidest pattern I could have chosen, but nevertheless, it's in place. All we need to do now is get rid of this dirt. Yeah, all right, so we got rid of all the dirt there and all the glass is in place. Now we have to drop down back onto this magma level and extend out really far with the glass. It doesn't have to be glass, it's just anything that is spawn proof. But yeah, it looks like my fingers are gonna do a lot more clicking today. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a long process, but we finally done it. All right, now that that's done, that means that we can finally go get our llama into this farm. I'm going to leave a little 3x3 open here so we can actually drop down, but it's time to go get our llama. All right, let's freaking go, dude. I'm so excited to get this llama. Oh, I see the savannah. All right, so that's not a llama. Neither is that. Close, but I don't think that's quite what we're looking for. Oh yeah, almost. Getting closer. Nope. Oh my god. He literally knows it's his time. All right, that should do, I reckon. Yeah, perfect. Oh, he's loving it. He wants to come with me. There's an imposter among us. You look a little different to the other horses, my buddy. All right, let's get you up to your new home, bro. All right, now we got to levitate this guy across the sky and onto that platform that we made. So here we go. He's levitating. All right, we made it to the platform. Now I've got to get him in a boat. There you go. There you go. There you go. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, and now when I hop out, he should be facing the pigman. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so now we can get him to drop down here. All I got to do is break that. Should land on the bar. All right, so with that llama in place, this is like the main chunk of the farm complete. Now we need to go all the way up there and build the storage system. So there's really not that much left to do. I reckon I'll just absolutely blast through this storage section, so I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we smashed through that. So we're going to light this portal up now, but we're not going to go through it. We're going to go through the one down the bottom and then relink this portal up in the overworld. So I'm going to head back down here, mark the coordinates, and then head through. All right, those have been marked down. Now we need to multiply them by 8 and then build a portal at... Oh, shoot. Oh, am I going to die? Oh my god, that was... Bro, why is there always something waiting to kill me on the other side of a nether portal? All right, after that brief distraction, let's continue with the project. Oh my god, man. All right, so this is the block we need to be building up at, given the fact that we've moved a couple directions west as well. And we need, oh, we need a bunch of scaffolding. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Guys, this might be it. This might be it. This might be the end. All right. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. This series was fun while it lasted. Okay. Wait, they're not attacking me. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to wait for this to go off and then pop another totem. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. No way we just lived through that. Oh, they all went through the portal. That's why. Oh my god. Saved by the portal. I'm like speechless. We've had way too many close calls on this series. All right, so after that little hiccup, we have all the materials we need for the overworld side. I've learned from my mistakes this time. As soon as I go through this portal, I am flying straight away. Wait. Okay, I gotta fly away. Let me out. Why did I risk that? That was so dumb. Someone crown me the riskiest hardcore player of all time, please. All right, let's kill these guys, tear the portal down, and continue with the build. All right, let's build this thing. All right, so we've made it to the top here. I'm pretty sure I need to put water at the top and then turn it all into sauce so that the piglins, or pigmen, sorry, can flow all the way up to the top here and then down this other hatch to the other side. So I'm going to go grab some water real quick. So it goes 1 and 2. All right, I'm going to go grab some kelp real quick from the ocean that's miles away. Nice. Ouch. All right, I'm going to make these sauce blocks and then complete the rest of the elevator. I wonder what the best way for me to get down here is. No, probably not that. God damn. Oh my god, I can smell the gold. We're getting so close here. But yeah, I mean, with this overworld side done, we are getting really close. We pretty much just have to do the killing chamber on the other side and then start the farm. The final thing we need to do here before we never have to come back to this location again is send a bunch of boats through this portal and then push them into place with some pistons. I'm going to put this lava back and then I'll see the boats on the other side. Okay, we had a little bit of trouble. I'm not going to mention it. And I didn't show you the footage because it kind of took me a while to fix. But basically, we're here now. We're just going to chop a couple of these boats out. Then we do a little bit of spawn proofing, put the armor stand in place, do the filters, and then we're rich, basically. There we go. All right, so now we've got to hit this into place. So if we sprint and hit this at the same time, it should fall into the corner here. So, all right, perfect. Okay, guys, I'm going to set these filters up. Once these filters are done, we are ready to use the farm and we will finally have our golden carrots. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with this last filter in place, this farm is ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to switch this item distributor on, which is essentially going to send all of the items along this filtering system. And the only thing really left to do is give it a try. So I'm going to sit at this farm for a little bit and just see how many drops we can get. Wait, just real quick though, before I AFK this, I want to take a quick look at how it all works. So if we head down this way, all the pigmen are super angry at this little llama here, in which at every single platform, they all run towards the middle, fall down, and go through one of these 4 portals. And by the looks of things, there's quite a lot of them falling. Then they go through the overworld side, which we built a second ago, come all the way up through this portal and then into these boat stacks. And my goodness, there are so many of them right now. Once they all die, they go through this little distributing system into these hoppers. And after quite some crafting, dispensing, and loading, they'll go into here, craft up gold blocks, and then go into my shulker box. Once this is full, it'll break and then go into the chest. But anyways, I'm going to sit here for like, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour and just see how much we can get. And so, yeah, I'll check back with you guys in a minute and see how much we got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say I was there for probably about half an hour. I'm going to check on the drops now. Bear in mind, we've been here for 30 minutes. Let's see. Oh my freaking days, bro. That's almost half a shulker box in 30 minutes of gold blocks, by the way. Not gold ingots, gold blocks. All right, well, I'm excited to come back here and AFK for some more gold later on in the series. But for now, let's finish the objective of today and make ourselves our golden carrots. Let's do it. I'm so excited. Oh, wait a second. I think we're missing a crucial part of golden carrots. Yeah, we need carrots. All right, 1 second, guys. This is what hardcore Minecraft is about, guys. Just chilling out, farming some carrots. All right, so after manually farming carrots for about 20 minutes, we've accomplished our objective of 2 shulker boxes of carrots. All right, let's find a better setting to do this. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's grab some of our gold and our carrots, of course. And let's craft up our golden carrots. All right. I would say that is mission accomplished. And look how much gold we have to spare. I call that a success. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.